Hey guys, it is me, Jacqueline. Welcome back to my channel. I guess just gonna go right into my health update before I go into my Booktubeathon TBR video, and before that I really decided literally last night I was going to do the Booktubeathon. Like, it was such a last minute thing, which is why I'm posting this video the first day of it. I'm probably gonna do like my day one update later tonight. I'll post that, but I just wanted to get my TBR out there and stuff like that. And before, I wanted to talk about obviously why I have been MIA and why I was in the hospital. So I ended up having a really bad kidney infection. I was in the hospital from the 25th of July, obviously this month, until yesterday, and I was in excruciating pain. I had fever, my white blood cell count was extremely high, my heart rate was extremely high. It was around like 130, 140 constantly, even when I was laying in bed. I had the aches, I was shaking, I was sweating. It was a really bad scene. I had a fever. My highest my fever was like 104. I ended up being septic, which means the infection got into my bloodstream. That's why I was so sick. They were concerned about my gallbladder. Ended up having some fluid surrounding that, but that turned out to be totally fine because yesterday when I was actually getting ready to leave, they decided to check that out. A radiologist the day before actually double checked my MRI and saw and wanted to make sure the fluid was okay, and when they did the ultrasound they actually saw the fluid wasn't there. So I'm currently on antibiotics, some painkillers and stuff like that. It's a little hard right now, I'm not gonna lie, to film with these bright lights, but I'm really trying to just focus right here or trying to avert my eyes elsewhere. But I just want to thank you guys so much for the support. It's been a really sort of rough couple of days for my health, and just physically and mentally for me. I've been so in and out of it, but I have been trying to update you guys on Twitter, and I really appreciate that. I got to read some books, and I'm really excited actually to do the Booktubeathon because I didn't do it yet last year, and I absolutely loved doing it the year before, and I'm pretty positive I had my hair in a bun and I wore this shirt in one of the videos during the Booktubeathon, so this is like funny how I'm doing that again. But I'm looking forward to it just because I am going to be a little bit more laid back during this round. I definitely do want to read a lot, but I don't really know how many of the challenges I'll do. I'm definitely going to update you guys daily from these videos and stuff like that. I am a lot better, especially enough to be at home, but I just have to take my meds and I have to wait. They did tell me it takes like 10 to 15 days. They also found E. coli in my blood. The infection started as a UTI and traveled up and then got to my kidneys and went crazy from there. Funny because before I had really just bad back pain. I thought I slept funny, and then it turned into really bad abdomen pain all of a sudden Tuesday. Like I had the bad back pain, quote unquote, Saturday, and then Tuesday I had an excruciating abdomen pain. It ended up going away, so I thought it was fine. I thought maybe it was like my period or something, and then it turned into excruciating pain yet again Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. I was up all night with the pain. It was like a cycle. That's how I sort of describe it to people, especially nurses at the hospital. Like, my whole experience has been a cycle. Like, I'm in excruciating pain, I'm throwing up. That's also one of my symptoms. I haven't been able to eat. The thing is, a lot of the doctors, specifically the infectious disease doctor, was a little bit conflicted about the whole case, because in the emergency room when I went 9 a.m. Wednesday, and then I ended up being brought into the hospital after that because they saw when I got the CAT scan done in the emergency room that I had a kidney infection, and so obviously I got to be a patient in the hospital after that. But they took just a urine sample and they didn't see anything in my urine, but yet again, kidney infections are usually caused by UTI, so the fact that at first they weren't really determined what the cause of it was a little bit alarming. So I ended up having to get a urine culture done like a few days after, and then it was determined that I had a UTI that turned into a kidney infection. So I am okay. Thankfully, I'm at home now and I'm able to relax. and I'm able to read even more because I did get to read a couple of books in the hospital, but now that the Booktubeathon is currently going on right now, I'm definitely going to be reading more. It's like a last minute thing. I'm joining it, but I'm definitely excited to join it because I had so much fun when I did it 2 years ago. So like I said, it is day 1 of the Booktubeathon. I will be doing a day 1 update and probably like whatever the video challenge is for today later on. I'll post that video. But right now I just want to show off the books I'll be reading during the Booktubeathon, and then obviously choose the first book I'll be reading because one of the things actually is flip a coin to pick the first book you'll be reading. So I'm excited, so let's get on to that. I do need to grab a coin because obviously we need to flip for my first book. I'm also going to leave all the information for the Booktubeathon down below, and obviously Ariel's channel and anyone that's helping, the Twitter, the YouTube page, all that stuff. It's just going to be easier for me to list it and instead of trying to verbally say it, because as you can see I am struggling. These lights are really bright. Like, I don't know if you can see my sweat, but TMI, I am sweating. Ah! Man down, I dropped the book. But I'm so excited for my little TBR, and maybe it might change, but so far I'm really excited. Second one says, read a book about something you want to do. So I recently just did a book review, and I love doing book reviews. I really do miss doing book reviews and reading a lot of books and really getting my thoughts out there video form. So I want to read Spies, Lies, and Allies, which is from Lisa Brown Roberts. It's a love-hate romance that obviously features spies, and I've always wanted to be a spy. I think spies are so cool. This is already out. I believe it came out in May, but I am really excited to get my thoughts out there. If you have read it, let me know your thoughts down below. Number 3 is read and watch a book to movie adaptation. So the one I decided to pick up is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. Nick and Nora was one of my favorite movies back in the day, and I never really knew it was actually a book. So I ended up picking the book up a couple years ago. I never got around to reading it, but if you have seen my sort of book on haul, you know, whether or not I'm going to keep a book or get rid of a book TBR pile, this is actually one of the books that I have on that list, and I haven't actually started really that TBR pile. So I want to start that TBR pile because I do actually want to start getting rid of some books that I have. I have so many books, it's insane. But this is one of the books I have on that TBR pile. I'll leave that up in the cards if you're interested in that readathon sort of thing I'm doing for myself. But this is a book I'll be reading. I'm excited to read it and then rewatch the movie. I haven't seen the movie in so long, so it's probably going to be like the first time I really watch it in a way. So I'm really excited actually for this one because it is such a short book that I'm excited to see exactly what happens in the book and then how it does fit along with the movie. So question number 4 is to read a book with green on the cover. So I had to choose Seafire by Natalie C. Parker. If you do follow me on Twitter, you would have seen I just posted a picture of this because when I got home I saw I got this package and I opened it up and I freaked out because I've been so excited for this book. This is about an all-female pirate ship with a female captain. I'm all for it. I'm really excited for it. I've read some really positive reviews. If you don't know, pirate books are my shit. You can see the green is sort of encompassed elsewhere, but I'm so excited to start this one. I think this actually might be one of the books I flip the coin for because I can't really wait to read this one. It seems like something I feel like I'm going to like fall in love with. So I haven't decided on a hat yet, but number 5 is read a book while wearing the same hat the whole time. So I decided to choose Black Wings Beating by Alex London. I do have this black beanie that I'm probably going to wear, but as you can see I can get hot pretty easily as well as get cold pretty easily, so we're gonna see how well that happens. But I've been really wanting to read this book. It's about people that can fly, which is awesome, and I've heard great things about it. It doesn't come out until October, so I would love to get my thoughts out there, but let me know if you have read it and what you thought about it because I'm really excited for it. And it's a bigger book, but like I said, I have Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I have some smaller ones, but so I don't necessarily mind reading a bigger one like this. So number 6 is to read a book with a beautiful spine, and number 7 is to read a total of 7 books. So I combined the two and I'm going to read the entire Rebel of the Sands trilogy. So number 6, I have Traitor to the Throne by Alwyn Hamilton, which is the second book a part of this trilogy, and the spine is stunning. If you did not see my last video, this is one of my favorite book covers of all time. I think it's beautiful. And also, I actually took a little peek on Book Depository at the third book. It's red, it has fire like going on the sides. It's stunning. So literally one of the most beautiful series covers I've ever seen. So I'm gonna have that for number 6, and then for 7 I have 2 books, which yet again is the first book, obviously Rebel of the Sands, a part of this series, and then the third book, Hero at the Fall. So now we are at the coin toss, which is the number 1 sort of question, and that is to flip a coin to decide which book you are going to read first. So the one book I have is Rebel of the Sands. I don't know whether or not to start the trilogy at the beginning of the Booktubeathon or towards the end of the Booktubeathon, so this will sort of determine that factor. And then I really want to read Seafire, so this is going to be the other sort of book I flip for. I can't actually find a coin, so I'm going to flip my camera thing for the Canon T3i, which is so ratchet, but we're gonna do it anyway. Canon side is going to be for Seafire, and this blank side is going to be for Rebel of the Sand, and I'm literally going to flip it and then close my eyes and put it on the back of my hand and see what it is. That's like a normal coin toss, right? But I don't really know like exactly how a coin toss really works. So Canon is showing, so I will be starting off with Seafire. So I'm really excited to start off with Seafire. I'm really excited to get some progress in today. I will be going out to eat and then coming back and literally reading my heart away. But I will see you guys tonight for my day 1 update and maybe the day 1 video challenge. I can't decide if I'm going to do that or if I have enough energy, but we will see. Until then, let me know if you guys are doing the Booktubeathon and what you are reading, if you have read any of these books, and I am just so happy to be back.